talk about why eloping was the best decision for my wedding. If you're a bride, I would love to know what your wedding was like. When Wayne and I first got engaged, we definitely thought that we might have like a bigger wedding. If you've been following me, you know that he's a pilot. So at this time he was like in training for his airline. So basically for like a couple months he was living in Minneapolis and doing his training while we were engaged. And so it was really hard to like plan anything. We were pretty young and I had just graduated college. So it was like kind of stressful thinking about the financial part of it. So then we were like, well, why don't we just do a small wedding? And I came to realize that smaller doesn't mean cheaper. Like even if you have 20 people versus like 100 people, you might cut down on some costs, but still gonna spend a lot of money for like the venue and drinks and food and the dress and like all of it. So I just felt like we were getting super overwhelmed. Witt was already going through like a stressful time in his like career, so to add on more stress for a wedding was just like not worth it. And we were doing premarital counseling at the time, and we asked the counselor about it, and he basically said that it does not matter if your wedding is big or small, and like what matters is your relationship. And I was just like, you're so right. We were just like, the smart thing to do right now for us would just be to put the money towards a house or like a new car. I say new car, but I meant like a used car. Witt needed something reliable to get to the airport and back and like commute in. We officially made the decision to elope, and it was the best decision. The only thing I paid for was my dress, which was like I think $1,500. I would say my only regret is that I did my own hair for my wedding, and I just feel like the pictures, I don't really love it. I've had several friends get married since then, and they all say that it's just very stressful to plan a wedding. Anyone's ever on the fence about it, I'm like, you should elope because it's just so worth it, and then you can do like a little celebration like with your family and friends like afterwards and not spend so much money. I'd love to hear like your experience with like wedding planning, or if you are a bride coming up, what are you doing? If I could go back in time and change anything about my wedding, I would only change my hair, which I think is a pretty good thing. We've been married for a couple years now, and I couldn't be happier, honestly. If you're thinking about eloping, take this as your sign that it's a great decision. What matters at the end of the day is your marriage and who you're marrying.